And amid the escalating political war, the BJP has hit back at the TMC for playing politics over this train accident. Amit Malviya has tweeted, and I quote, Mamata Banerjee's rise in politics has been over dead bodies, and she is clearly frustrated after the railways minister thwarted her attempts to inflate casualty numbers, that too in full media glare. That is the pitch that has come in from the BJP. Amit Malviya there hitting out at Mamata Banerjee for trying to, as Amit Malviya pointed out, inflate the casualty numbers. The TMC has also called for Ashwini Vaishnav's resignation, and Mamata Banerjee has also pointed towards, she has accused the centre of clearly not being vigilant when it comes to railway safety. Also saying, Dal mein kuch kala hai. She has alleged that there is a conspiracy behind this entire rail accident, which has claimed close to 300 lives. Kamalika Sengupta is joining us on the phone line. So, Kamalika, naturally, the BJP hitting back at Mamata Banerjee, the war of words only escalating.
Exactly, and that's what was expected, that the war will start, and the war has started. With this Balasore accident, what was left out was a political war of words. And that was already started. Like from yesterday, the murmurs were there, and now it's like it's the guns are on, and Mamata Malviya has tweeted that Mamata Banerjee's rise in politics has been over dead bodies from she moved to postpone violence of 2021. And he has also pointed out that she tried to inflate the...
Kamalika, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're joined by Amit Malviya on the phone line. Mr. Malviya, sharp words coming from you against Mamata Banerjee, who has now claimed that there is a conspiracy behind this entire accident that has claimed close to 300 lives, also accusing your government of gross negligence, which has led to this disaster in Odisha.
How frustrated Mamata Banerjee must be to rake up the unfortunate and tragic burning of the Godhra train. So having said that, Mamata Banerjee's entire politics has been over dead bodies, from Singur to the post-poll violence. All that she has done is play dirty politics over death and destruction. So I'm not surprised at all. In fact, she's offended because her attempts to inflate the casualty figures were thwarted by the railway minister right in front of the media. She had wanted to make it into a political spectacle, and at the end of it, ended up looking like a sore loser. And that is why she's doing what she's doing. At a time when the government of India is focused on ensuring relief and ensuring life gets back to normalcy, you have Mamata Banerjee making all kinds of statements. And let's not forget, Mamata Banerjee as a rail minister was a disaster. There were several accidents, there were several lives lost. She has not learned any lessons. Similarly, with Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad Yadav, they were railway ministers in their time, and they had a very, very forgetful tenure. So let's not politicize. It's a tragedy. We all are in it together. We understand that things need to be done on priority. The government is doing it. There's an investigation that has been ordered. The railway minister has already said that we have got to the core of the reason for the accident, and it will be investigated and accountability will be fixed. But Mamata Banerjee really has no business coming out and addressing the media. She's not the chief minister of Odisha where the accident happened. She's not one of those who's part of the rescue agencies. She's also not part of the central government. And therefore, she was using that opportunity purely to pay politics, which is very, very unfortunate.
Clearly, yeah. And you've pointed it out as well that under Mamata Banerjee, there were 54 collisions and 839 derailments. Mr. Malviya, one pitch that is coming in from the opposition camp is that this problem with the electronic interlocking system was flagged in February because a disaster was averted in the Mysore region, but it wasn't taken seriously. Is the charge coming in from the opposition? How do you react to that?
Look, at this point in time, the matter is under investigation. Mm-hmm. I am, not equipped to answer any of this question, and I'm sure the opposition has no clue either. They are simply raking up issues. Yesterday, they tried to bring up the anti-collision technology, and they said Kavach wasn't functioning till it was pointed out that there was no head-on collision, and therefore Kavach could not have averted this derailment and the accident that happened. So they are basically fishing in troubled waters, throwing everything and hoping that something will stick. They have no idea about how the trains run, the technology that goes behind it. There are people who can't even use a bio toilet properly unless advised. and they are now commenting on issues like interlocking and Kavach. I mean, let's cut them some slack. I understand they are in opposition. They have to rake up all kinds of issues, but this is not the time for politics. They can do their politics a couple of days later when people have been provided relief and rescue. The trains start flying again. They'll have enough time to play politics, but this is not the time at the moment.
Right. This is not the time to play politics. Thank you, Mr. Malviya, for sharing your perspective. Now let's listen into what Mamata Banerjee had to say in that pointed attack against the centre.
এই সময় আমাদের সাহায্য করা উচিত না আমাদের ঝগড়া করা উচিত? আমি কালকে নিজে গেছি, আপনারা প্রেস শুনেছেন, আমি একটি বাজে কথাও বলিনি এবং আমি কাউকে কোনো অ্যাটাকও করিনি। আমার পাশে রেল মিনিস্টার দাঁড়িয়েছিল, ধর্মেন্দ্র দাঁড়িয়েছিল, ঠিক যতটুকু বলার আমি ততটুকু বলেছি। বলতে আমি অনেক পারতাম, কারণ আমি রেল ডিপার্টমেন্ট 3 বছর চালিয়ে এসেছি। শুধু নয়, আমি সাপ্লিমেন্টারি ডিমান্ডস নিয়ে প্রায় 7-8টা বাজেটও আমি প্লেস করেছি। অ্যান্টি কলিউশন ডিভাইস ছিল না কেন? করমণ্ডলের মতো একটা নাম করা ট্রেন রেলটাকে যেন বেচার জন্য রেখে দিয়েছে।
Right, so the war of words only escalates in the wake of this gruesome tragedy. That's all we have to pack in on the show. We're going to take a quick break. More news and updates on the other side.